What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. After a very long absence, I'm going to be explaining to you the game that's been consuming my life for the past week and why you should get into it before the new title drops on September the 20th. Also, guys, submit your clips for top 5 clips of the week. The first video will go up Sunday if we get enough clips to be featured in the first ever top 5 clip of the week on the channel. And it's going to be your chance to win the first ever piece of apparel released on the channel that's going to be exclusive to the winners of the top 5 series. There's a new intro, guys. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments section below how you feel about the new intro, the way the channel's coming together as a brand. And that intro was designed by a fantastic artist on Fiverr. I have linked his profile page in the description below for you guys if you guys are looking for a new intro for yourself. So here it is, the game that's been consuming my life for the last 4 or 5 days. That is Destiny. As Rise of Iron, the new DLC approaches, that's going to drop on September the 20th. My new roommate, huge Destiny player, told me to get back into the game. I was a year 1 player with my best buddy back home, but since then the game has changed dramatically. It has come a long way with PvE, PvP has changed dramatically and just become extremely competitive, and just the community in general is amazing. So I got back in the game last Friday, managed to get one character up to speed to almost max light and max level, and you guys should definitely consider doing it within this week or possibly next week so that you guys have some nightfall strikes, some heroic strikes to get your character up to speed before the new Rise of Iron drops. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick that was discovered about 6 months ago, and we were running it with my roommate, my best buddy back home, to try to get him up to speed with his gear, but it doesn't involve very much. We're going to show you exactly what to do here. It involves about a 15-second spot in a strike that involves killing Omingul. So we're going to show you exactly how to do that little trick right now. So once you have rolled the Will of Crota strike in either the heroic or the nightfall setting because of the increased drop rate, you're going to want to get to the part where the ghost opens the door to the Jovian complex. Now you want to run this with a tether hunter, and also in this case, because of the solar burn in the heroic strike, a gunslinger hunter that has Celestial Nighthawk on. Now what you're going to do is come around this corner, and the gunslinger is going to activate his golden gun, hit Omingul with a shot to the head, 6 times damage with the Celestial Nighthawk, and then the tether is going to shoot it in front of Omingul, in front of the pillar, and it's going to keep Omingul from going up the hill and activating the next checkpoint. It's also going to tether all the enemies that spawn in front of her. Once this happens, the third character, ideally the one that is leveling up, is going to activate, in this case, a solar super to do more damage and clear out everybody that's tethered in front. Now these solar abilities is going to generate orbs for the tether hunter, and while this is all going on, the gunslinger hunter is going to pull out the solar sword and go in and finish Omingul off while she's tethered before she goes up the hill. This is going to allow Omingul to drop her loot, but the quest still continues to go on. So the third member of the party who's leveling up is going to generate orbs for the tether, like I said, and the tether is going to generate orbs for that player and the gunslinger. And what it's going to do is everyone's going to get their supers and then die at the bottom of the hill. This is going to be a rinse and repeat strategy. You're going to spawn back at the front of the garage in front of the Jovian complex and redo this procedure. As you can see, it spawns a number of legendary engrams. As you can see from the inventory, there are 4 grasps in my inventory. It's a great farming method, not only for the low light player to get high light level items. One in particular is the Omingul bond that can be fused into their current class item to give them a drastic 330 boost to their light level. Obviously, as my roommate has told me, because he's been a long time Destiny player, the Grasp of Malok is one of the better guns in the game currently, so that's another farming method that you can use even if you're a highlight level player and are just looking for the Grasp. Even a God Roll Grasp, you can keep getting new Grasps until you get the one that you like, but this is done for us in this case was for it to get a low light level player up with just basic engrams, Cryptarch upgrades. And another method that I found out is you can get drastic fantastic amounts of weapon parts and armor parts from dismantling these engrams once you've decrypted them. And what you can do is go over to your faction and give them these weapon parts and armor parts to upgrade your faction rep to get a drop from them up to 330. So these are all great methods of doing this procedure. Now, in this case, the heroic is solar. This is why we are using the gunslinger and the celestial nighthawk to get her down to under half health so that the solar sword can go finish it off. But you just keep rinsing and repeating this strategy. As you can see there, the low light, well, in this case it is a 335 warlock, but in you can use a low light level character to just charge in there to the tethered enemies, drop their solar super, generate orbs for the new tether and for the gunslinger, and then the tether is going to generate orbs for this low level light player, and you're all going to get your supers and then die at the bottom of the hill. The only thing you have to watch out for is to not go to the top of the hill. If you go up to the top of the hill and through that garage door, you are going to activate a checkpoint that will not allow you to respawn back before Omingul. So this is a little bit of a glitch, but it does work very, very well for engrams and marks. When you decrypt and dismantle legendary engrams, you are going to get legendary marks. So all of the above strategies are very effective in this run. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did benefit from it, definitely drop a like on the video. Comments below. Let me know what you think of the strategy. Have you done the strategy differently on different weeks with different burns? If you have, let me know in the comments below what your method was, because without the solar burn, obviously Gunslinger and Celestial Nighthawk aren't the effective way to go about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, guys, stay on the bean. You do you, live life your way, because that's the way it's meant to be. Cheers, you beauties. And perfectly on the bean. I love the way the ice looks on the bean. I think it looks fantastic. There's some bullet holes on it, and there's just, obviously I've been a